afternoon and welcome to another segment of Off the Cuff Live with Deb here at the Staged Homes Real Estate Office located at 335 Main Street in Vista, where we offer free professional home staging. Today we want to talk about first-time home buyers and how they got it wrong.
Got it wrong.
And what I mean about got it wrong is that they didn't know they had it right to begin with. So our job here is to educate them. And I have invited Christina Pilateri, who is actually an agent that started working for Staged Homes Real Estate just a little over a year ago. Get this, through our coaching program, and I'm so proud of you, by the way.
Thank you.
Christina Pilateri is our #1 selling agent of the year, having closed more than $10 million in gross sales in real estate this year through our coaching program. So I asked her to be on the show today with Kathy Sabater from Fairway Mortgage, because now that you have been in the industry for a year, first time as a professional realtor, right?
Yep.
And you have sold many homes to many buyers, especially first-time home buyers. And the question that Christina keeps asking is, when can I buy a home? When is it going to be my turn? And I said, well, it is your turn now. The first step is education. And so where I say first-time home buyers got it wrong is because they're not educated. A lot of first-time home buyers can actually get into the marketplace and buy today and have their mortgage payment be less than their rent. So Christina, I want you to tell me today what it's like to be a first-time home buyer, and so far you're in the very beginning stages of the process with Kathy Sabater from Fairway Mortgage, who challenged you to get it together because you got it wrong.
Absolutely, and I got it wrong because I honestly, I never thought I could ever buy a house because of maybe my credit wasn't so good or I had a car repo.
That's right.
That's huge, and so I've consulted with Kathy for a year now, plus.
But the cool thing is, for a year now, and we had talked about another segment previously, that today we have some mortgage programs that allow us, a first-time home buyer like yourself, independent contractor, 1099, to be able to take a year worth of bank statements in order to qualify, right? So she no longer has to have 3, 4, 5 years, 2 years worth of bank statements or tax returns in order to qualify. We can take this last year, and since you're the #1 selling agent here at Staged Homes Real Estate, this is your year.
This is my time.
This is the time to get in.
Yeah.
So that's why you're able to do it this year, because you've had a year of steady income and you're ready. It's time.
Absolutely, and I'm excited. I mean, there's a little bit of fear and doubt, but I trust you and I trust Kathy, because both of you and Kathy have been really encouraging me and teaching me as I go along. And you know, you're working with me with all my little fears and my doubts and my questions, and every time I have a question or a fear and a doubt, you reassure, you answer the question, and we're doing it. I'm going to buy a house within 6 months. I'm confident, fully confident.
So far, what have you done so far with Kathy? Like, she's asked you to provide what, and what have you provided Kathy?
So far, Kathy has asked me to provide my taxes for 2 years, and then my 2 months of bank statements. And I've already provided that. She's already run my credit, which I didn't know. I thought I had such terrible credit. Come to find out, my credit's not that bad. So,
and that is a total misconception, by the way. A lot of people get the impression, because they might have had some lates 3, 4, 5 years ago, maybe a previous short sale, possible foreclosure, a repo of a car, but what they don't understand is that those things fall off, or that the more time that they rest on your credit score actually goes up, and with actual letters of explanation, we can oftentimes overcome those obstacles, and that's where Kathy Sabater comes in, because Kathy is an educator, and this is one of the reasons that I have Kathy on our show frequently, because she educates my clients, your clients, and all buyers and how they can actually get into the market. You strategize with them on the best way to get into the market, whether they're a first-time home buyer or a returning homeowner. So tell me, as a lender, what do you find is the biggest obstacle in getting a first-time home buyer to take the first step?
As Christina had mentioned, I would have to say it's applying online, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to say that.
Yeah,
I applied online.
Right. Because the biggest fear is their credit.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right, and so they're thinking, oh my gosh, I can't, I don't know, I don't understand. So sometimes they'll wait 3, 6, 9, a year. And we could be helping you during the process. So even if your credit has a low score, it's better to find out now.
Right.
Let's help you strategize, create a plan, because it takes more than one thing to become a homeowner. So you have your credit.
That's right.
You have to have your income, and you have to have the ability to want to become the homeowner.
That's right.
To get the tax benefits, because we did discuss that before.
That's right.
Returning homeowners, okay? Bankruptcy, short sale,
That's right.
foreclosure. There are certain timelines that you have, but there's also some other loans you can get if you're willing to put the 20% down and buy now, regardless
right.
of when you did your short sale.
That's right.
So at the end, it all boils down to what do you want to be? The interesting thing is when, the topic that we have is first home buyers got it wrong, right?
That's right.
How much is your rent increasing every year now? Because 3-4 years ago, it was like maybe $50 a month or $50 extra a month, but now?
We talked about
Yes,
that earlier.
yes.
So with my daughter Trisha, her and her husband are renting here in a beautiful complex in Oceanside. It came time for them to either renew their lease or to consider home ownership. And although they qualified with you to purchase, they weren't quite ready because they just had another baby and they wanted to have a bigger savings account. But they increased their rent by $200 a month. Why? Because they can. And this is the thing right now in today's market, because there's very little supply and a very large demand for rental property, you're going to see that rental property is going up. We have one in escrow right now, 7 units. Every single one of the 7 units increased by $200 a unit. And 2 out of the 3 actually said yes, because there isn't any other rentals available for them.
By the way, we sold that 7 unit.
That's right, I know. So the thing is that for those of you who are thinking about getting into the market, you know intrinsically that being a homeowner is a good thing. First of all, you can get into a property with 0 down, or with 3.5% down, or with 20% down, or anywhere in between. Creative financing, seller carry on the back end, closing costs covered for you, lots of different options. But the first step into home ownership is getting educated, and that's what we do here at Staged Homes Real Estate. Our job is to educate you as the home buyer, either a first-time home buyer or a returning home buyer who's trying to navigate through all of the processes on what do I need to do to prepare for that next step, and that's where we come along, right? So the first step, application. And then find out what the best strategy is for you for your long-term and short-term goals. If you can get into a property and you can find a property where you can enter into the marketplace and pay as much as you are paying in rent or possibly less, with a tax benefit every year, being able to write off that interest rate, then you're better off to step into home ownership. And I can show you how to get in. Christina can show you how to get in, because you're going to be getting in. In 6 months, we're going to be back here, and we're going to talk about how Christina made it from a first-time home buyer who thought she could never obtain home ownership to somebody who actually, the reason that motivated you, correct me if I'm wrong, is she started getting homeowners into properties that they thought they could never get in.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
And when she saw that they can do it, then she started looking in the mirror going, wait a minute, I can do it. If they can do it, I'm going to do it.
And I can get by with a little help from my friends / coworkers.
I love that.
Yeah.
I can get by with a little help from my friends. It's true.
But I just want to say one thing. The biggest thing that probably stopped me from applying, even going to the application process, was I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed about my credit, and I was embarrassed that my income was so inconsistent. So that embarrassment stopped me from doing something that I'm now finally doing. So don't let that bother you, especially when you have trusted people in your life. And I trust Kathy and I trust Debbie. So
And we're here for that purpose. We're here to educate you and help you make an educated decision on the home buying process, starting from step 1. So don't delay. Buy today.
Yes.
Give us a call, send us a message, and thank you once again for joining into Off the Cuff Live with Deb. We look forward to another segment on how you too can become a homeowner in today's market. Don't be paying your landlord's rent or his mortgage so that he can benefit down the line for his retirement. Let us show you how you can benefit down the line for your retirement.
which reminds me, this discussion we had previously, which I'm not going to say numbers, but your mortgage is less than my rent.
Let me say that again. My mortgage is less than her rent.
Crazy.
It is. And I've got an interest rate of about 4%, which is today's going rate is between
3.875
875 to about 4.125.
Right, and then 4.125, 4.25 unconventional, depending on what's going on.
And I want to let you know, I live in a great neighborhood.
I know. I've been to your house. I love it.
I've got 2 acres. I've got a house. I've got a guest house. I've got a 600 square foot cabana and a beautiful pool.
Yeah, I've
and
been
I'm
there.
not bragging, but what I am saying is that there is no way that I could actually afford to rent the same house for which I bought. And so that is your motivator.
Absolutely.
Get into home ownership today. I didn't get there by making real estate sales. I got there from investing in real estate. And that's the key. You need to start today so that you can begin to invest and prepare for your tomorrows. Thank you once again, and we look forward to next week.